Hello and welcome to the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. My name is Harry Durham. It was another magical week as well. Premier League, UK Open, and I tell you what, the guy that I've got on the line with me right now had one hell of a weekend in Butlins. It's world number 15, Josh Rock. Josh, talk me through the last couple of days, mate. Must have been surreal for you.
Yeah, obviously first major semi-final. Uh, I felt like I played well the whole tournament, but it's maybe a long time coming. Maybe I should have had a semi-final before now, but I'll just take it to the chin for now.
What have you learned off the back of that semi-final with James Wade, and especially in the future when you go into those semi-finals again?
Yeah, obviously not the last semi-final, but hopefully the next one will be a final. But when it comes to playing the likes of James Wade, you probably need to learn to slow yourself down a bit because you know he slows the whole game down to try and suit his own pace.
You must be like proud though, even though it's like a hard pill to swallow, not making it into the final and playing like a Luke Littler. It might take you a bit of time, but can you look back on it already and think that is one hell of an achievement for my career already?
Yeah, straight away. I wasn't disappointed to get beat. I was maybe disappointed the way the scoreline was. I don't think it should have been 11-2. But I took positives straight away in first semi-final. Minehead's not an easy place to play in because it's a good bit out the road for everyone to travel and stuff. Obviously, it's a wee bit extra for me because I have to fly. So I've usually have a bad record at Minehead, and I finally made it a better one.
What is it with mine that makes it so difficult? Is it the I'm not saying this is like an unprofessional sense. Is it the off the stage activities? You could get yourself into a 70s or 80s night and just start partying, or is it just a sense of just like the atmosphere in the place?
No, to me, I think it's just the travel getting there because I fly into Birmingham, and Birmingham's about 3.5 hours.
Mm.
Straight drive after that, after being in the airport for 2 hours. I've never went out in Minehead partying, so I don't know what the nightlife's like, so I usually just stay away from that side. But I think it's just the travel and getting there. That's a pain in the backside.
I know that semi final, and you'll look back on it as well. The first sort of half of that game, it might have taken you a little bit longer to get into it. Both you and James were finding it hard to secure that treble 20 bed. So was it just a case? I know you mentioned it just previous. Was it a case of James's experience getting the better of you in that sort of situation because he'd been there before?
I don't think it was the experience. I just started to lose it all. To in the semi final, I couldn't get going. I was starting to lose all the trebles, starting to lose all the doubles when I was been doing it all week. So I didn't feel like I ran out of steam. I just don't think I clicked in the semi final, and I didn't feel any other pressure being in the semi final.
The no look 180 as well. I can't remember what the score was at that point, but it was just almost looked like you're kind of having fun with it at that point. You were putting on a show for the people. And I tell you what, I was watching it over, and even if the score was a bit one sided, you still got a big shout out of me, mate.
Oh yeah, I've done it a couple of times. Whenever you know your beat, James Wade was hitting all his finishing, and he was hitting the 180s at the right time. And I'm like, right, you just have to take this from the chin and get on with it. So when I had the opportunity to hit the blind wall area, I just done it straight away. I was like, happy days.
Was he doing anything to try and get in your head in the semi final? Because there's a lot of talk off the back of the quarters with Luke Humphreys licking his neck. I don't know if you've seen the clip, and
Nah,
then the
saying that
supposed
didn't
the
really understand that.
supposed yeah the supposed shoulder barge as well. Was he trying to play any mind games with you in the semi, or is it all just plain sailing?
Well, I don't know if it was tactics or whatnot, or James being James. In the back room, we done the pull up. I was trying to concentrate practicing, and he just kept trying to talk to me. But I'm not a nasty guy, so I was just talking back. I thought it was just a friendly conversation, but I don't know if that was him trying to get into my head, talking away, take me away from practice or whatnot. I don't know.
UK Open, done and dusted. Unbelievable performance from yourself, beating the likes of Rob Cross and Ross Smith as well. What hunger has this given you for the rest of 2025? Because it's going to be a mammoth year, isn't it?
Oh, you're right there. It's given me the hunger just to try and win more titles, trying to get quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals of the TV majors because I know I'm capable of winning the TV major. I know I'm capable of going very far in all the tournaments.
How's life been under target so far? Because the last time we spoke to each other, you just signed. How's the last few months been in their stable?
Oh, it's been absolutely pitch perfect. It's been going absolutely fantastic the way I want it to go. The darts are going in the right direction. Everything's going in the right direction. So happy days.
I know a lot of people have been using your new signature darts that you've released with Target as well. Over the next couple of months, could we see a brand new Josh Rock range hitting the shelves for us all to try out?
Oh, well, depends whatever I do. If I win a major or whatnot, it might be something special come out then. But at the meantime, no.
104.82 the average against Ross Smith as well. Um, you're getting high 90s for the rest of the games at the UK Open. Is that the level you're trying to push yourself to get over that ton average? But because we're seeing the likes of Luke Humphreys and Luke Littler just absolutely wallop the board at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, well, that's where they're number one and two in the world. They show us all how to do it. We're all capable of doing it consistently because we're obviously there for a reason. So I don't really pay attention to averages because averages don't win you trophies. I just there to try and do my best to win the tournament.
Lovely moment that I saw, well, we all saw when you played Nathan Aspinall, also of Target as well. You getting involved in Mr. Brightside. There was a few words before the game as well. Was he saying, "Hey, listen, I'm the one that sings it. You stay quiet," or was he enjoying the fact that you were getting involved and lifting the crowd up as well?
No, I was enjoying it. I was joining in with him because some people obviously don't do it, but whenever you got a song like Mr. Brightside, you have to join in. It's a legendary song.
I mean, in your, I mean, I was about to say in your youth, you're only what 23 years old, but early days, sort of like Belfast, when you go out drinking and whatnot. Would you be in the club until Mr. Brightside came on at 3 o'clock in the morning, or had you already darted home?
I'm actually not one for going out places. If I'm going out, I know I just like going to the local pub, sitting
Yeah.
because obviously I know everyone. I was never really one to go to nightclubs or anything like that. I just a nice, calm, peaceful pub. I'm happy enough.
We spoke about it before, and I know at the turn of the year, these comments came out that you said you wanted to dominate the sport with Luke Littler. Are you still seeing that you are capable, especially off the back of the UK Open, that you can be right there? And how disappointed were you that you couldn't play him in the final?
I think he was more disappointed than me. He wanted to be me and him in the final, obviously because me and Luke's very close friends off the hockey. So and we just love to have the banter with each other. But when it comes to the practice room, whenever I walk in, straight as me and Luke are talking about football, darts, life, everything. Because we're the kind of the same age bracket and we feel more comfortable with each other. So
I was going to message you on Instagram because I remember you saying that you're Rangers and Manchester United, and with me being a Fulham fan, I wanted to thank you for the penalty shootout the other day. But this is strictly darts, Josh Rock. This is strictly darts.
of course,
Littler
it was a
spoke recent.
former Rangers man that scored the goal for Fulham.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I had to be Calvin Bassey as
Yeah,
well. Littler spoke recently about chasing down Humphreys for the number one spot. Come the end of the year, and Luke Humphreys already has been an absolute machine. But do you see the end of 2025, and I know it's so many months away, Luke Littler being right at the very top, even though he's world champion right now?
it's going to be a very interesting end of the year to see who's going to be number one because obviously Humphreys has got, I think, four majors to defend from 2 years previous for money. So, but obviously Humphreys is more capable of winning them back again. So I don't know who's going number one. I've been looking someone, but I don't know if the Humphreys or Littler.
Premier League Thursday night heads to Brighton. Luke Humphreys has two nights to his name. I spoke to Peter Manley last week, and he said that Luke Humphreys gives too much away with his emotions on the board. If he doesn't make a treble, he's almost like muttering to himself, and he put his thumbs up to the board in Exeter on last Thursday night. When he doesn't make those shots, and he is like sarcastically putting his thumbs up to the board or muttering and whatnot, do you think that's just Luke's coping mechanism? Because everyone will have different ways of dealing with things, won't they?
Yeah, you do. Everybody notices with Luke's game he does it. I don't know why he does it. If it is to help him compose himself, that he knows he's going to hit the shot next time, or it's frustration, but he knows how to control it. I don't know. Everybody's different in their own way, how they show their emotions.
Michael Van Gogh as well coming into the Premier League. I love mentioning it to you about the nine data, which we spoke about before, because it's one of the best nine datas that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's been a weird time on the hockey recently for Michael. Is it a case, because I spoke to Vincent van der Voort about this recently, is it a case of Michael just getting in his own head from the games that you've seen of him recently? Almost like his brain wants him to do one thing, but his body's doing another.
Yeah, over the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years, Vanguard's been struggling with his game from what it used to be. His throws completely changed. He's tampered with so many different sets of darts, obviously, since he switched to Winnemaui from XQ Max. A lot went on his head because he threw with the exact same set of darts for what, 12, 13 years. And then going, obviously switching company, having to change his dart. And I think over the last 1 years, 5 or 6 times he's changed his darts. And I don't know what's going on in his head or what, but his throws definitely changed as well.
So is it almost like he needs to go back to the drawing board? And I know obviously he's with Winmore and it's a different kind of dart that he's going to be playing with, but just going back and sort of refining, redeveloping that form that he used to have with his throw.
I don't uh I don't know how he would, but at the same time, Michael Van Gerwen's won every single major goal multiple times. The only person who's going to fix it's him.
Your fellow target, stablemate Stephen Bunting, still in the hunt for his first Premier League win. He's been playing well, though. He has been playing well. He's just been so unlucky. Does that Premier League drought end this Thursday with Stephen Bunting? Please tell me yes. Please give your target stablemate some encouragement because we all want to see Bullet get a win.
He will get a win eventually, has to. Stephen's too good of a player not to have a win. He's number 5 in the world for a reason. Um, he's been struggling a lot, yes. Maybe because he's just developing back to the Premier League after 10 years out. Obviously, travelling constantly. He should get a win, but it depends what his opponent's going to do against him too.
How are you feeling on Thursday night? So you watching it on the telly or down the pub or whatever, and just thinking, do you know what? I want to be with these boys. Like I want to be going on the Premier League roadshow next year for 2026. Is it giving you that hunger?
Oh, massively, especially when you want to play in Belfast in front of your home crowd. It's given me a big drive because obviously I know I'm good enough to be there. So I just need to keep, obviously, as I said earlier, just keep getting deep in the tournaments, and hopefully, if I win one, don't win one, keep getting deep in the tournaments that hopefully get picked.
Josh, last one from me, mate. Off the back of the last time we spoke, a couple of days later, and I wasn't aware of this because we didn't speak about it. You got married, so massive congratulations
Thank you very
to
much.
you and your other half. Looked like a phenomenal dude from what I saw on Instagram. I just want to know, Daryl Gurney and Shaggy were both there. Did the boys behave themselves or not? We can keep this a secret, all right?
Oh, well, Rob was there, Rob Cross was there, and John O'Shea was there
Of
also, and
course,
Nathan
yeah, Rob
Rafferty.
Cross was there. He told me about that. I saw Rob Cross at the airport going into Belfast, and he told me. So, I mean, Crossy can speak for England. Was he a bit of karaoke dancing on tables, or was he calm, mellow, Rob Cross, or not?
Ah, well, Rob. I think he enjoyed his day a lot, so we'll not speak anymore about that. But with Darrell and Shaggy, they had to leave early because they had to play in the qualifiers for the Masters. So they couldn't really enjoy the whole day. They had to leave after dinner time.
That's poor. That's poor from them. They should have stayed and got on the horse with Josh Rock on his wedding day, for God's sake.
But they should have because
Josh,
they didn't qualify for the World Masters.
well, that's poor on them, innit? That's
Uh,
poor on them. Josh Rock, thank you so much for your time, mate. Look forward to speaking to you soon.